Hey guys, Abby here. How are you guys doing today? I am back in the out of doors. It's about 55 out. I'm in my favorite park in a little bit of a different section this time. Um, I keep hearing critters rustling around behind me, so if you see me jump and bolt, something's coming out at me, just so you know. um, but today, I am bringing you some myths about the cuckolding lifestyle. What all do you know about it? Um, what is your point of view? Um, do you think it's a relationship in peril? Um, or is it a secure, loving relationship? Many of you out there have lots of different points of view on this. Um, I've gotten opinions expressed on both sides of that coin. Um, mostly from mostly from those of you who engage in it and love it, or want to engage in it. um, and I appreciate all of your all of your openness and honesty when it comes to these things, because sometimes it can be a sensitive subject. Any of these subjects really we talk about, um, but at the heart of it all, you guys are the reason I'm here and I'm still doing what I'm doing. Um, you guys have a place where you can be open and honest, express your thoughts and feelings, and not be judged by it. And, all I ask of you, whether you're in agreement or you have an opposing view, is to be respectful of others' opinions, even if they don't reflect your own. Anyway, uh, keeping with the mature conversation and the mature adults that we are, today I am going to debunk some of the myths about cuckoldry. Um, I thought that would be kind of a cool topic to touch on, um, because a lot of people do see it as a relationship in peril, um, or, a man, a woman being overpowering and dominant over a man, um, and being disrespectful of her man. But that isn't always the case. So, that being said, we're going to delve into this a little bit here. Um, First off, let's start off with the definition of cuckoldry. It involves a man, referred to as the cuckold, who gains sexual gratification from sharing his partner's sexual activities with another man at its core. That is the base premise of cuckoldry. Something important to remember is that this is consensual and agreed upon by all parties. Um, one of the myths is cuckoldry is a sign of a weak relationship. Reality is, contrary to popular belief, participating in a relationship like this doesn't necessarily mean the relationship is in trouble or is not satisfying. Many couples who explore this lifestyle find it to be exciting and adventurous and brings them closer, believe it or not. And it is a safe space for partners to communicate their desires openly, and in turn, that strengthens their emotional bond. Um, Oddly enough, I can testify to that, because in the beginning I was very nervous of that very thing. Like, it was just going to be this big bunch of trouble for us. And oddly enough, I felt like a whole deeper sense of love and security and affection as well as hubby did, participating in this, much to my surprise. I'm not gonna lie, I was really surprised. But we go on. Another myth is it's degrading and humiliating for men. And in reality, there's different kinds of empowerment. Of course, there are certain elements of humiliation in some cuckold relationships, as that is part of the individual couple's desires. However, that always isn't the case. Some men actually find it empowering as it challenges the traditional views of masculinity and control. Being able to relinquish control and breaking away from societal norms is where these men find their pleasure. It can also serve as a way to transmute sexual guilt and shame, because they are eroticizing these emotions. Men can reframe their experiences of them and change them into a source of intense pleasure and intimacy. A man showing vulnerability is often discouraged in most cultures. However, erotic humiliation can be a secure space for a man to explore and release those emotions. Although it's a complex dynamic, it can be quite liberating for some men. For those who do incorporate erotic humiliation into their dynamic, it is a consensual psychological game in various types of relationships, not only cuckolding. For those in high-powered, high-stress positions, and I think we've mentioned this before, where they have an immense amount of responsibility, engaging in erotic humiliation is a type of mental escapism for them. For them, the daily pleasure to assert control and command respect can be put aside for the moment and allow them to engage in this unique form of psychological relief. And believe it or not, I do see that a lot in this realm of lifestyle. Another myth is it's all about the physical pleasure. Again, in reality, it is emotionally fulfilling and intellectually stimulating, and it is not always about physical pleasure. More than anything, it's an intellectual mind tango. This is one of the most misunderstood and compelling reasons so many men are drawn to it. It is oftentimes emotionally fulfilling and intellectually stimulating at the same time. It pushes boundaries of traditional relationships, and it provides the framework for modern couples to resolve the relationship dilemma of needing safety, security, change, and adventure. Myth: cuckolding is cheating. In reality, consent is key. A huge misconception is that cuckoldry is a form of cheating. Contrary to belief, cuckolding relationships have consent and open communication between all parties involved at its very foundation. What makes it different from cheating is the mutual understanding and agreement between these parties that forms this unique dynamic. Another myth: cuckoldry is for failed or weak men. In reality, it's a lifestyle choice. The popular belief that men who engage in this lifestyle are failures, I didn't even get anything out of that one, of some sort, isn't only outdated, it's grossly incorrect. In reality, so many men that participate in this lifestyle are very successful, are high-powered executive or in high stress positions and are actually very respected leaders in their communities and industries. Um, they have positions that make critical decisions, have heavy responsibilities, and manage large groups. Nowhere near being weak or failed, they exemplify emotional and professional strength. So you may ask, why would men like this be drawn to a lifestyle that contradicts society's definitions of masculinity and success? Men in positions like this are drawn to this lifestyle because it provides them an emotional and psychological arena that is unfamiliar and liberating in so many ways. They can explore parts of their personality that might get suppressed due to societal expectations otherwise. Another reason is they have the ability to compartmentalize and maintain control in one area of life and willingly relinquishing control in another. And that demonstrates emotional and psychological resilience. It can be quite an enriching experience that contributes to their sense of personal growth and relational depth. Um, you know, in conclusion, the cuckolding lifestyle is so complex and often misunderstood. Um, I hope that debunking some of these common myths um, can give you a better understanding of this lifestyle, whether you agree with it or not. Um, how it offers emotional fulfillment and intellectual stimulation, along with a little adventure and spice in relationships. What do you guys think? Um, has this video given you a better understanding of the lifestyle, whether you agree with it or disagree with it? Let me know in the comments. That is all I have for you guys today. And as always, love hugs and smoky kisses. Bye, everybody.